Good morning, everybody. We are starting our class. We are executing one course on building blocks of programming. It is a special course on Unacademy programming YouTube channel. And in this course, we are having 12 classes. Okay, so 12 classes we have planned. We will be taking 12 classes. So first class already we have taken. That is a class on introduction to number system. Second class also we have taken. That is a deep dive into binary number system. Third class, truth tables and logic gates. Fourth class, that is the introduction to flowcharts. Then introduction to variables, operators and conditional 1. So that class also have taken. Introduction to variables, operators and conditional 2. So that is a class here. Introduction to loops, that is a class number 7. We are having the beginner problem solving with loops. So that also we have taken. And today we are going to take the 9th class in this sequence. And that is our respective intermediate problem solving with loops. So that class we are going to take today. And then we are having remaining with the advanced problem solving with loops. So that will be another class here. And then we are having the introduction to arrays and problem solving with arrays. So 2 classes will be there, we'll be taking. Introduction to arrays and problem solving with arrays. So I hope that everyone will be benefited if you go through my classes. The recorded version of the previous classes are there already. You can access them. And the new classes, join them live so that you can ask me questions and you can make the session interactive according to your problems, according to your recommends. We can modulate our training. Okay. So today we are going to take the 9th class, that is the intermediate problem solving with loops. I am Arnab Chakraborty from Kolkata, West Bengal, India, taking your classes, and today I shall try my level best to make the session informative and constructive for all of you. So we're going to discuss the intermediate problem solving with loops. Now, what is the objective for today's class? The objective for today's class is that student will learn to create and apply a loop. Students will learn to create and apply a loop in the respective coding. And the objective number 2 is that students will understand the need for applying loops in a situation where a set of repeating statements occur. So whenever in a program we require to execute some statements, a block of statements repeatedly, then we use one loop for that. So that is our second objective. And the third objective is that students will implement loops and conditionals to solve the various logical problems. So students will implement loops and conditionals to solve the various logical problems. So that is our third objective. Okay. So now let me go for some problem solving through which we can easily discuss and we can get the job done. See, let us suppose the first problem we are doing is that we shall take a number from the keyboard as input and we shall find out the sum of all digits of the given number. So that's a very what should I say, very orthodox problem. And for any kind of programming related class, we start our program logic building using that problem. So what is the problem? So take a number from the user and find the sum of all digits in that number. take a number from the user and find the sum of all digits in that number. So that is the main case. So take a number from the user and find the sum of all digits in that number. So that is the problem. So now how to carry out this problem? At first, I shall read the number from the keyboard. So writing this one as input n. Writing this one as input n. I'm reading all the numbers from the keyboard. Reading that number from the keyboard. Now I shall extract the digit from the number. My students who are present in the class, can you tell me how to retrieve the last digit of a number? What is the formula? Can anyone tell me what is the formula to retrieve the last digit of the number? You know that if the number is 7869, to get the last digit of the number, we usually do %10. That means we divide this number by 10 and take the remainder. Any number, if you divide by 10 and take the remainder, it will be the last digit of the number. That's a very common way to extract the last digit of the number. And if you want to discard the last digit of the number, if you want to you just take out the last digit from the number, you are remaining with the rest numbers. In that case, we go for integer of 786 by 10. Whenever you do this one, 7869 by 10, whenever you do this one, you are getting here actually, it is going to give you the integer of 786.9, and if you take the integer part of that, so it will become 786. So to retrieve the last digit of the number, the very common formula is %10, and to discard the last digit of the number, a very common formula is 786 by 10, 7869 by 10. So 786.9, integer of that, you are getting 786. So using this first one and the second one, these two logics, I shall retrieve all the digits from the number n and I shall put it into a total. So making this one as total is equal to 0. Total is equal to 0. So now while n is not equal to 0, until n is getting exhausted, you are retrieving the last digit of the number. How to retrieve the last digit? Very simple. Digit is equal to number %10. As I have discussed already with you. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Students, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Now total is equal to total plus digit. Total is equal to total plus digit, and to discard the last digit of the number, we are calculating int of, that is the integer of n by 10. This process will be continued until n is getting exhausted. Until n is getting exhausted. After doing all this stuff, we are going for print total. Then you are going for end. So that is a very common program, and we know that this is a very common program, used to come in different exams. And what is the problem? Take a number from the user and find the sum of all digits of that number. So this is my respective steps. So for the more clarity, I'm just giving the step number here so that you can ask me questions on the step number. Students, if you have any doubts, I'm putting the line numbers here. If you have any doubt in the chat box, just put the line number. I shall explain that one for you. So it is 8 lines program. Any line, if you have any doubt, just ask me. I shall discuss it. Write that line number which is not clear to you in the chat box. So I shall go for the tracing. I shall go for the tracing. Go for here digit and go for here total. So number here is 7869. You are taking the digit and you are calculating the total. So now we are making input n. So input n is 7869. Total is equal to 0. So total has made as 0. Now while n is not equal to 0, okay, n is not equal to 0 is okay. So n percentage 10, you are putting that one in the digit. So that is my 9. So we are getting this 9 as the n percentage. Okay. Now total is equal to total plus digit. So you are adding 9 here. And n is equal to int of n by 10. So n by 10 means 786.9. Integer of that 786. So that will be the new number. Has n become 0? No, n has got not become 0. N has got not become 0. Then what will happen if the n is not equal to 0? In the case, you can just carry out the operation. Digit is equal to n percentage 10. So 786 by 10. So it will be 6. And then total is equal to total plus digit. So this 6 will be added up here. And n is equal to int of n by 10. So 786 by 10, 78.6. Integer of that 78. So last digit has been excluded. Has n become 0? No. So you are again carrying out the operation. If n is not equal to 0, digit is equal to n percentage 10. So digit will be 8 here. Total is equal to total plus digit. So digit will be added up here 8. And you are discarding the last digit of the number. So we are remaining with 7. His number has become 0? No. Number has got not become 0. So in the condition number, that is the line number 3, the while condition is becoming true because the number is not equal to 0, 7. So digit you are picking up. So that will be my 7. So digit you are picking up. So that is my 7. Total is equal to total plus digit. So I'm just adding 7 here. And n is equal to int of n by 10. So it will become 0. Is n is equal to 0? N is not equal to 0. Condition is false because n has become 0. So you're coming out print total. So now whenever you are adding it to print the total. So 9 plus 6, 15 plus 8, 23 plus 7. So there is a 30. So there you are getting this one as 30. So 30 is the answer and then end. So in this way, I've written the program. I've given you the steps. What is my planning? I've done the tracing table. So it is a tracing table where I've done the tracing of the logic. Tracing table where I've done the tracing of the logic and how the code is working. Everything I have depicted. My students, in which language should I type the code? Tell me. My students, in which language should I type the code? Any kind of preference do you have? You can tell me, I can write it in that very particular language. Say I want to write this particular code in say Python. I want to write this particular code in say Python. How can I write it? So I'm just taking this number n is equal to int input. Please enter one integer. So please enter one integer. So I've just taken this number here. Now total is equal to 0. Total is equal to 0. Now while n is not equal to 0, whenever n is not equal to 0, so you are picking up the digit is equal to n percentage 10. The last digit you are picking up, that last digit will be added up with the total. Total is equal to total plus digit, and from the number the last digit will be discarded. From the number the last digit will be discarded. After coming out from the loop, I am just writing, so the sum of all digits, so the sum of all digits, what is the case? So there is a total. Then you write this one as print end of the program. So this is the way I wrote my code. This is the way I wrote my code. Running the code. Please enter one integer. Please enter one integer. So here I am putting this one as say 1 2 3 1 1 2 3. Press enter. So it is giving me, so the sum of all digits is equal to 7. It is giving me sum of all digits is equal to 7. So it is a very simple program I have written. Let me go for another testing. 7896. If you run this one, it is giving me 30. 7896, if I give, I am getting the value as 30 as output. So the code I have written, code I have implemented. I think there is no problem with that. Whatever the code I have written, I've implemented that one also. Okay, done. Good. Next one. I want to write the same code in C++. Hash include IO stream, then what should be the code? Using namespace std, then int main void. So I require n, I require digit, I require total. N, digit and total. Now cout, please enter an integer. Please enter an integer. Sin n, while n is not equal to 0. While n is not equal to 0, you are writing the while body. So digit is equal to n percentage 10. Total is equal to total plus total is equal to total plus digit. Then n is equal to n by 10. Coming out, cout, so the sum of all digits of the number is total. Cout, end of the program. See, the same code I've written in Python. Same code I've written in Python. Run the code. Give the inputs 5, 6, 4, 3. So 5 plus 6, 11 plus 4, 15 plus 3, 18. So answer is 18. Sum of all digits of the number is 18. So it is giving me the perfect answer. It is giving me the perfect answer. So everything is going well. But in case of this code one, I've just written the code, run the code, enter an integer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pressing enter. So the sum of all digits of the number is 15. 1 plus 2, 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10 plus 5, 15. End of the program. So my C++ code and my Python code both are executing smoothly side by side. I think that is no difficulty for you to understand. Anyone having any doubts, difficulties, ask me. I am here to rectify. Any problem, ask me. My students, next, whatever you are going to do, we are going for the next one. What is the next? Next is that I did the sum of all digits of a given number. Okay, very good. Now, what is the next problem? Next problem is that find out the digital root of a given number. You may ask me that what is the meaning of the term digital root? I am going to give you the answer. Say my input is 2, 3, 4. In that case, what I shall do? I shall keep on doing 2 plus 3 plus 4. What is the value? 9. This sum of all digits of the number 9 is a single digit number. So this 234 is having the digital root as 9. So I can write this one that 234 is having digital root is equal to 9. Now take another example. Say we have said 2, 3, 4, 5. In that case, it will be doing 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 4 is 9, plus 5 is 14. So you can find that this 14 is a 2-digit sum. So whenever the sum is of 2 digits, then the process will be carried out again. That means it is go for 1 plus 4 and the value will be 5. So it will go for 1 plus 4 and the value will be 5. So we can say that this 2, 3, 4, 5 is having the digital root is equal to 5, because 5 is a single digit number. So I can write this one. 9 is the digital root of this, and for this one I can say that this 5 is the digital root of 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is the digital root of 2, 3, 4, 5. Ask me any questions, please. Ask me questions. Any doubt, any question, please ask me. Okay, so the process will be carried out. So how many times did you do? I carried out 2 times. Here, how many times you took? 1 time. How many times you carry out the same process? 2 times. Isn't it? Next, if I take one number, say 919. If I take the another number, say 919. Now, in case of 919, we are having 9 plus 1 plus 9. What value are you getting? 18 plus 1, 19. Again you are calculating 1 plus 9. What value are you getting? 10. Again you are calculating 1 plus 0. What value are you getting? 1. How many times did you execute the same process? First time, summing all the digits of the given number. Then second time, summing all the digits of this particular input number, 19. And then summing all the digits of this input number, 10. That's why you are getting that 919 is having the digital root 1, because 1 is the final single digit sum. 1 is the final single digit sum. Okay, you are supposed to find out the digital root of a given number. That means whenever my sum of all digits will get completed, and if the sum of all digits is having more than one digit, then the process will be carried out. That means again the sum of all digits will be considered as a number, and then again you are carrying out the sum of the digits of that number. In this way, until we reach to a single digit sum, the process has to be continued. In this way, until you reach to a single digit sum, the process has to be continued. This is known as digital root of a given number. My students, can you write in the chat box what should be the condition that I should write in the if statement to check whether my sum is more than one digit or not? What should be the condition which I should write to check whether my sum of all digits of the given number is more than one digit or not? Tell me please. What should be the condition that I should write in the if statement to check that number of digit in the sum is more than one digit or not? What condition should I write in the if statement to check whether the sum is containing more than one digit or not? Can you write it in the chat box, my students? What condition should I write here? My students, can you write in the chat? What should be the condition should I write in the if condition to check whether the sum of all digits is more than one digit or not? Because if the sum is more than one digit, if the total is more than one digit, then I shall have to carry out the process. Ananya, can you write the condition which I should write in the if statement? Anyone joined late, could not understand what we are discussing? Please write in the chat. I can also restart from that last problem from where we are discussing, so that you can get the context and the class would be meaningful to you. Anyone requires to repeat something, please write in the chat. I'm here to repeat. You can ask me to repeat. So in the previous case, I just calculated the sum of all digits of a given number. I just calculated the sum of all digits of a given number. So what should I do at this particular position? Whenever I have discarded the last digit of the all numbers at this particular position, here, at this particular position, I should check, after discarding the last digit of the number, I should check whether the number has got exhausted or not. And if the number has got exhausted, that means all digits have got added with the total. Then to check whether the total is more than one digit or not, to check that one, the very easy condition which I can put is that whether total is greater than 9. If the total is greater than 9, that means as an integer we can say that as the total is greater than 9, so the total must be of 2-digit number. So that would be the condition. So what I shall do, I shall make the same logic here, but only I shall add that very part. Writing the code for you. Look at here. So first line will be input n. Next line total is equal to 0. Next line while n is not equal to 0. I write in the pseudocode. I need not to bother to write it in a particular syntax, in a particular grammar. I need not to write. I am writing it in a pseudocode. So now going for the digit. Digit is equal to n percentage 10. So reading the last digit with the total. We are adding this digit. So total is equal to total plus digit. Then you discard the last digit from the number. Taking the integer division. Next, if number is equal to 0 and total is greater than 9. When the number is equal to 0 and total is greater than 9, that means the number has got exhausted, all the digits have got added up with the total, and total greater than 9 indicates that the total is having more than one digit. In that case, I shall carry out the process with n is equal to total. Now the total will become the new n. Whenever 191 getting 19, now 19 has become the new n. So 1 plus 3, 10. 10 is more than one digit. So again it is becoming new n. 1 plus 0, so 1. So now single digit sum we are coming out. So now I shall write n is equal to total. It is okay. This part is okay. So go for print total end. My students, I want to ask one question to you. Question is that, can you tell me what should I write in this particular place? Can you tell me? I'm missing one statement here. One statement I'm missing. Can you tell me which statement should I write here? Please think and answer. Can you tell me which statement should I write here? Otherwise the logic would remain illogical and false. The code will not give me the correct answer. Can you tell me what line I have missed there, which has been marked as question mark? Tell me what should be the condition, what should be the statement should I write here? My students, try. Until you try, how can I know that in which way you are thinking? I want to know your thought process. My student, please tell me what is the missing statement there? What is the missing statement? What should I write there so that the code will work? I want to get this answer from the student side. Sankappa, why do we need condition there as we are already checking for total less than 9? I am telling you, total less than 9 or not, that is not in my control. So whenever I am finding that, why do we need condition? Yes, I got the question. Now the point is that, see, in 919, whenever you are adding these particular digits, you are getting 19. You are getting 19. So now 19 is a 2-digit sum. So that's why you are carrying out the process. Again, 1 plus 9 is 10. Again, 10 is a 2-digit sum. Again, you are carrying out the process 1 plus 0, 1. So until you reach to the single digit sum, the process has to be carried out, because you are supposed to find out the digital root of a given number. You are supposed to find out the digital root of a given number. That is the point. So your purpose is to find out the digital root of a given number. So when the sum is more than 2 digit, that means it cannot be the digital root. Carry out the process 1 plus 9. Whenever the sum of all digits are more than 1 digits, then carry out the process 1 plus 0. So ultimately you are reaching to the single digit sum. So that is the point which we have done. You can tell me, ask me questions. Can you tell me what should be the condition, what should be the statement should I write here? My students, try please. Not, if you don't say anything, then how can I know in which way you are thinking? So whenever n has got exhausted, and total is more than 1 digit, that means total greater than 9, then you are making the number as a new number as a total, n is equal to total, and then what should be the condition should I write? What should be the condition should I write here? Sangappa, Ananya, any idea? We should write here this one. See. No, we should write here total is equal to 0, because if you do not write total is equal to 0, then the previous total will remain in the total. So next time what will happen? 19 will remain. Again you are adding 1 plus 9. So 19 plus 1, 20 plus 9, 29. And again you are adding 2 plus 9 with the 29. So the sum the total cannot be less than 1 digit, never ever. So that's why I should write total is equal to 0. So keep the total in n, make the total is equal to 0, because total is equal to 0 was written outside of the loop. Total is equal to 0 was written outside of the loop. So that's why again you go for the next operation, make the total is equal to 0, so that now it will be, now total will be holding the sum of the current digits from the current number. Sum of the digits from the current number. That's the way you can handle it. My students, did you get my point? Is it okay, Sankappa? Is it okay? Should I go for the next? Okay, now in Python I shall write here, if number is equal to 0 and total greater than 10, then number is equal to total and total is equal to 0. So now if you give the input as 191, it will be doing this. What I am doing is that here I am just writing one statement, print, going again with n is equal to n. Intentionally I am writing this one, going again with n is equal to n. Intentionally I am writing. Run the code. If you give the input as 919, going again with n is equal to 19, going again with n is equal to 10. So going again with n is equal to 19 and going again with n is equal to 10. So that is coming here. So beautiful, see. So run the code with 1, 2, 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. 6 is not a 2-digit sum. So that's why going again with n is equal to something. So that line is not getting done. That line is not coming. But whenever you shall give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10 plus 5, 15. So now one time going again with 15 will come. Going again with 15 will come. Going again with n is equal to 15 has come. So that's the way I have explained the logic. If I write the same code in C++, here I am checking if total is greater than 9, n is equal to 0 and total greater than 9, so n is equal to total is equal to 0. See out. Going again with n is equal to n. So going again with n is equal to n. N is equal to total is equal to 0, going again with n is equal to n. Running the program, making this one 919, you can find that going again with 19 and going again with 10, both are coming. So whatever the code I wrote, accordingly the execution outputs are coming. Run the code. If you give the input as 1 2 3 4, you can find that 10 is coming. So I've shown you the code in C++ and also in Python and C++. If you ask me to write the code in other languages also, I can write it. My students, up to this okay? What is your opinion? Up to this could you learn? Should I go for the next part? Ask me for any questions. Okay. Now, next question. Find out the number of digits of a given number. Find out the number of digits of a user given number. That is a problem. Find out the number of digits of a user given number. That is a problem. Say first step int n, sorry, first step input n, first step input n. Next, count is equal to 0. Count is equal to 0. While 10 to the power of count is less than equal to n, count is equal to count plus 1. Print count. End. So that is my way. I've written the code in this way. Input n, count is equal to 0, while 10 to the power of count is less than equal to n, count is equal to count plus 1, print count and end. Line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I'm going for the tracing. I require here n and count. Seven, 8, 9, 6. Count is equal to 0. So 10 to the power of count is becoming 1. 10 to the power of count is 1 because 10 to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Anything to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So 7, 8, 9, 6 is greater than equal to 1. 7, 8, 9, 6 is greater than equal to 1. So count is equal to count plus 1. 10 to the power of 1 means 10. 7896 is greater than equal to 10. Count is equal to count plus 1. 10 square means 100. 7896 is greater than equal to 100. So count is equal to count plus 1. 10 cube is 1000. So 7896 is greater than 1000. 7896 is greater than 1000. So count is equal to count plus 1. 10,000. 7896 is greater than equal to 10,000 is false. It is coming out. Print count. Really, the number n is having 4 digits. In this way, the corresponding tracing table has worked. My students, so we have calculated the count of digits in a given number. Sankappa, is the logic okay? Is the logic okay? Should I go? Is the logic okay? Should I go? So in this way the problem has been solved. I'm going to show you the code. Look at here. So what I shall do is that count is equal to 0. So while 10 to the power of count, is less than equal to n, whenever 10 to the power of count is less than equal to n, then you should go for count plus plus. So the number of digits is count. Run the program. 783 3 digits, 780 3 digits, 3452 4 digits. So it is working fine, no difficulty, everything is working good. In case of Python, the exponentiation operator is your corresponding 10 start count. In case of C++, while power 10 to the power of count is equal to 0. Okay, so n, I require n and count is equal to 0. So when 10 to the power of count is less than equal to number, carry out the process. What you are doing in the number, what you are doing, you are going for count is equal to count plus 1 or count plus equal to 1, both are same. So the number of digits of the number is end of the program. Run the code. Power is not defined in the scope. Hash include math.h enter the integer. So the sum of digits, so the count of digits. So the count of digits of the number is this. So run the code. So the count of digits of number is 10, is 4 rather, 4. So now it is printing perfectly okay. It is printing perfectly okay, both Python and both C++. Side by side, I am writing two programs code so that you can understand it better. Any doubt regarding this? Any doubt? Is it okay, my students? Is it okay up to this? Write something in the chat so that I can get the status of your understanding. Is it okay? Should I go for the next part? Is it okay? Okay, thank you. Now, I do not want to go for this looping and all. Can you tell me this count of digits of that number? I want to get directly from n, from the function of n. I do not want to go for such looping and all. Can you suggest what will be the right hand side? What function should I use which will give me the count of digits in the number n directly without going through any looping? Without going through any looping, can you suggest any right hand side which will be involving a function on n? You can consider any function. Sine, cos, tan, log, exponentiation, factorial, GCD, whatever the function coming in mind. You need not to write the code. Just tell me the function with the help of which I can easily count the number of digits in the number. I need not to go for looping and other calculations. Can you tell me a single line statement, single line assignment statement which will involve a function on the right hand side of the statement with n which will give me the count of digits in the number n? Can you tell me please? Give me the answer, I am waiting. n factorial. Okay, see, I'm telling you one thing. See, if we have the number if we have the number say 1000, log of 1000 to the base 10, what is the value? Tell me, log of 1000 to the base 10, what is the value? That is 3. How many? Because 10 to the power of 3, 10 cube is equal to 1000. So log of 1000 to the base 10 will be 3. How many digits are there? 4. So I can go for log of 1000 to the base 10 plus 1. We're having 4 digits. Say 100. How many digits are there? How many? 100? 3. Log of 10, log of 100 to the base 10. What is the value? 2. Why? Because 10 squared is equal to 100. So log of 100 to the base 10 will be 2 plus 1. So it will become 3. Then it will become 3. So any value in between 100 to less than 1000, any value more than equal to 100 to this, its log will be 3.xxx. Log and plus 1 will be 3.xxx. If you take this floor, that is the integer part, if you take the integer part, it will become 3. So any number from 100 to 999, if you take the log of them, then plus 1, it will give you 3.xxx. If you take the floor, integer of that, you will be getting 3. So that's the way we can solve it. That's the way we can solve it. So now we shall be depicting the same thing now, how to work with that. So I'm writing the code, watch me. Writing the code in Python. Now I'm writing this one, that is your log of n, log of n plus 1, integer of that, what value? 985. It is not working, log is not defined, name log is not defined. Okay, go for import math. Right here math.log, run the code. 612, number of digit is equal to 7, number of digit is equal to 7. That means here the log is having not base, not the base is 10, but it is something base natural. So can I mention a 10 here? Run the code. In both cases you are getting 4 and 4. In both cases you are getting 4 and 4. Look at the logic. So the number of digits is equal to int math.log n comma 10 plus 1. So that is giving you 4, and the previous calculation was also 4, but it did require lots of looping and all. So it is the smartest way to get it done. In the C++, I can write this one as log of your n plus 1, convert it to integer, run the code. It is giving me the 8. So the count of digit is 4, 8. That means it is causing some problem. I think there is a function called log10 in C++. There is a function called log10 in C++. If I go for In both cases you are getting 4 and 4. In the both cases you are getting 4 and 4. So it is doing beautifully, perfectly right. So I have shown you in parallel in Python and in C++. Both are writing my code side by side. So in this way I have completed this particular implementation. My students, could you get it? Satish, Sankappa, should I go for the next? Satish, are you there in the class? Is the logic clear to you? Okay, so this much I hope that all of you have got. Going for the coding now. Now we are going for the another way to solve the problem. Another way to solve the problem. Look at here. Find the sum of all digits of a given number. I want to do it in some other way. I'm writing int input n, then number of digit is equal to log of n to the base 10 plus 1, making that one integer. Number of digit. Now for I is equal to 0 to number of digit minus 1, total is equal to 0, total plus total is equal to total plus print total end. Now what I'm going to do is that here I'm just executing this I from 0 to nd minus 1, number of digit minus 1. So when depending upon the value of I shall be retrieving the digit from the number directly. What I'm going to tell is that, watch me please. If n is equal to 7, 4, 6, 9, when the value of I is equal to 0, then I shall retrieve 9, 1, I shall retrieve 6, 4, I shall retrieve 2, I shall retrieve 4, and value of I will be 3, I shall retrieve 7. So that means when the value of I will be 3, I shall retrieve 7. When the value of I will be 2, I shall be retrieving 4. I will be 1, I shall be retrieving 6. I will be 0, I shall be retrieving 9. So 7, 4, 6, 9. I shall retrieve this digit directly without disturbing. So how to do it? How to do it? How can I get it done? I can write this one. If I is equal to 0, I want to retrieve 9. I want to retrieve the digit 9. How to retrieve 9 in this case? How to retrieve? I'm just telling you. That means 7, 4, 6, 9 by 10 to the power of I, so 10 to the power of 0, 10 to the power of 0, percentage 10. Look at it, look at here, please everybody look at here. If you can't understand, then also listen, then afterwards you can understand. See, 7469 by 10 to the power of 0. What is meaning of 10 to the power of 0? That is 1. 7469 by 1, 7469. Percentage 10, 9. 9 is the last digit. Percentage 10 will always give the last digit of the number. So you are getting the last digit is my 9. So 9 will be retrieved. When I will be 1, I want to retrieve 6. So what is the value? That is 7469 integer division 10 to the power of 1 percentage 10. That means what? 10 to the power of 1 means what? 10 to the power of 1 means 10. 7469 by 10 integer of that 746 percentage 10 last digit 6. So 6 will come out. When I will be 2, I want to retrieve 4. That means it will be done as 7469 integer division 10 square percentage 10. So 10 square means 100. 7469 by 100, 74.69. Integer of that 74. Percentage 10, 4. Because percentage 10 will always give the last digit of the number. When I is equal to 3, you want to retrieve the digit 7. How can you get it? 7469 integer division 10 cube percentage 10. So 10 cube means 1000. Whenever you divide 7469 by 1000, integer of that it is 7. 7 percentage 10. You are getting 7 here. So in this way you can retrieve all the digits and those digits will be added up with the total. In this way we can easily work on. So what is the formula? What is the generic formula? That is n 10 to the power of I, because I is 0, 10 to the power of 0. I is 1, 10 to the power of 1. I is 2, 10 to the power of 2. I is 3, 10 to the power of 3. So it will be n integer division 10 to the power of I percentage 10. In this way we shall calculate and we shall work. In this way you shall calculate and we shall work. Any doubt, any difficulty, any kind of logical re-explanation if you require, just let me know, I shall do it for you. Ask me questions. Any questions, please ask me. Who do you understand? Is it okay? My students, could you get this logic? For the different value of I am retrieving different digit from the number and that's why n per slash 10 to the power of I percentage 10 will be the formula. So that formula we shall use in our coding. Any new joiners require any revision work? Let me know. I can go for the revision also. New joiners, if you require any revision work, let me know. I can also go for the revision. Whatever is suitable for you, just tell me. I shall do the job accordingly. So now I'm going to write the code now. I shall write it in C++ and also in Python, both the way. So please enter one integer. Integer has been taken. So now you are supposed to read the count. There is a number of digit in the number. So that I'm doing here. I'm putting it here. So it is a count of digits. Now I shall go for the for loop. So for I in range 0 to count. Now you are supposed to retrieve the digit. So digit is equal to, what did you do? That is n by math.log 10 to the power of I percentage 10. That was the logic which I derived in my tracing. So n integer division math.log n to the power of I percentage 10, and then we shall go for total is equal to total plus digit. Total is equal to total plus digit. Total is equal to 0. So the sum of the number, n is done. So input math, n is equal to int input place enter one integer. You are reading the number of digit in the number. That is a very famous formula we have shown you earlier. So that is a count. You are making the total is equal to 0. For I in range 0 to count minus 1, automatically it will go up to count minus 1. So if you write count here, because in case of range the terminating value is exclusive, it will go 1 before. So now digit is equal to n / means integer division. It will not incur any fractional part. So 10 / math log. Oh no, I should go for just let me check the formula. My formula is 10 to the power of 10 by 10 to the power of I. Okay, 10 by 10 to the power of I. Okay, so now in this case I should go for 10 to the power of I. Sorry, I should go for 10 to the power of I. Yes, so 10 to the power of I. So n by 10 to the power of I percentage 10. So that is the formula we are writing. So let me run it. If it does not work, obviously we can take the other values. So the sum of the number 1 2 3 4 is 10. Here what I'm doing is that I'm just printing the I want to print the I want to print the I want to print the digit, I want to print the total, so that it will be a very nice experience for me. So run this one. 9845. So for I is equal to 0, digit is 5. For I is equal to 1, digit is 4. For I is equal to 2, digit is 8. For I is equal to 3, digit is 9. And so sum total is equal to 0. So 0 plus 5, 5. 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 8, 17. 17 plus 9, 26. So the sum of the digits 9845 is 26. That's the way we could get it done. So what happened? We started our class with the same problem, find out the sum of all digits of a given number. But now the problem has got totally modified. Here the number is not getting exhausted. Here the number is not getting exhausted because you are retrieving the digits from the number from the ith place without disturbing the number itself. You are retrieving the number without disturbing the number itself. You are retrieving digit by digit from the ith place of the number without disturbing the number. That's the beauty of this code. I hope that everyone has got the logic building. How did I go for the logic building? How did I work? I think it is not a problematic for you. Okay. Have you seen how did I write the code? My students, you are supposed to make that skill ready with you also. That skill should be ready with you also. You should know that how you will be writing the code. Let me write the same in C++. Let me write the same in C++. So going for the C++, how to write it? So going for here, please enter a number. So count of digits is equal to this. I've just calculated count of digit is equal to this. Now go for I is equal to 0. I less than count of digits and I plus plus. Okay, so now you are supposed to pick up the digit. So digit n count I total. Okay, you are supposed to pick up the digit. So go for digit. Digit is equal to, what is that? That is my int. That is my int n by 10 to the power of 10 to the power of I. So that is my end of this int bracket, then percentage 10. So now go for total is equal to total plus digit. Here you are printing C out. I is equal to digit is equal to and total is equal to done. So I is equal to digit is equal to total is equal to. I've just printed for my cross check. So the count is not required. So the sum of all digits of the number is total. That's the way. So the sum of all digits of the number n is total. I've completed. Go for run. Please enter a number. So please enter the number. So 1324. For 0 it has picked up the 4. For 1 it has picked up 6. Why 6? Oh sorry, digit is 2, total is 6. For 2 it is picking up 3, for 3 it is picking up 1. So 4 2 3 1, 4 2 3 1. 0 plus 4 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. So the sum of all digits of the number 1324 is 10. End of the program. So I've written this code with all honesty, with all details. My students, any doubt, any difficulty, let me know. I shall clear that. Is it okay? My students, is it okay? Everyone could understand, get the understanding? Written the same program in C++ and also in Python. Same program. C++ and also in Python. If you ask me, I can also write it in Java. Now, I want to discuss some quiz questions. Quiz. We have already taken 1.5 hours class, so let us go for some quiz. Answer this question. My students, answer this. In Java, okay. I'm going for Java also. I write in the code in Java. Okay, now see, I shall go for please enter a number, or we can write it everything within the public static void main string args, static public static void main string args. So now I should go for scanner, scan is equal to new scanner system dot in import java dot util dot scanner, java dot util dot scanner. System dot out dot println Please enter an integer. Please enter an integer. Scanner dot next int n okay. So I require here to define int n and then a digit, then total, and then I require anything, digit, total, and say count. So please enter the number. So n is equal to scanner dot next int. Okay. So now we are counting the number of digit now. So count is equal to that is the what is that, math dot log 10, this one cnt. We are converting to integer and then assigning it to this. I think integer conversion is not required because count variable has already been defined as integer. Okay, so total is equal to 0. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than count, I plus plus. So digit is equal to n by math.pow, n by math.pow 10 to the power of I percentage 10 digit. Total is equal to total plus digit. System dot out dot println, system dot out dot println I is equal to concatenation I, concatenation this, concatenation this, concatenation this, concatenation this, concatenation this. So that is my for loop. For loop should be completed. So go for here, system dot out println, so the sum of all digits is total. Go for end of the program. Starting with this, completing with this. This is my end of the main bracket and this is my main function. Run the code. What is the error? Dot class expected error. Dot class expected int this, it is showing dot class expected. Okay, so in that case what should I do here? I should make it, I think, go for this integer conversion. Okay, one error is there, total. So this is my error. Run the code. System.out.println, please enter an integer. System scanner dot next int. Next int cannot be referenced from the static context. Scanner dot next int. Okay, that means I should go for scan dot next. Running the code. Incompatible types, possible lossy conversion from double to int and this. Okay, so which line it is causing problem? +1. So here this line. So making this one as int, making this one as int, the whole thing within the bracket, go for run. Whole thing within the bracket and go for run. So this is my, so for digit you are picking up the digits, you are making the total, and sum of the all digits is this. Shai Prasad, check once please. Check the code. Is it okay? Could you get it? Do you record all this code? In Python, in C++, in Java? Do you record all these codes? Okay. Take this URL. Type the URL. https://notepad.pw. Please confirm me that you could access the code. Please confirm me that you could access all the three codes in C++, Python and Java. Please confirm you could access all the code. Confirm in the chat box. Okay, very good. Please answer this question. Answer this question, please. Each and every time it is getting deducted by 3, decreased by 3. Find the position of the first negative number in the following series. 50 is the first number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At what position first negative number will be obtained? Here the term is decreasing by 3. What should be the answer? Give the answer. $17. You are very close. Why 18th? Because you should go for 50 minus 51. Then minus 1 will come. 51 means 3 into 17. So 17 times you should subtract 3. Generally minus 1 will come. But starting from 50, so the term will be 18th. 17 answer is very close and seems to be very obvious. But just think, the 18th term will be the negative term. Answer this. All students should answer. Whether it is wrong or right, no issues. Answer it. Try. If it is right, obviously very good. Otherwise, I can explain the answer for you. Try it. The difference between the numbers of the series have constant difference of 12. 2 plus 14, 16. 16 plus 26 plus 12. 26, 42. 26 plus 12, 38. 42 plus 38, 80. 38 plus 12. So answer will be 266. Always it is increased by 12. Always it has got increased by 12. That's why the term will be 192 plus this one. Okay. So you are going for the 7th term. The first term is this. So now we are going for the 7th term. Answer this. It is very simple, very much simple. whether these loops are nested or not nested. Look at the flowchart, very simple question. Everyone should give the correct answer. Everyone should give the correct answer. Two loops on flowchart are nested. See here. Here the flowchart has started from here, and this loop is this one. This one is the first loop and this one is the second loop. They are not at all nested. They are sequential. One after another. So first one is this one and second one is this one. So they are not at all nested. They are working just, so first loop is getting terminated here, then the second loop is getting terminated here. So they are not nested, they are sequential. So you should go for the option number false. We shall go for the option number false. Next, all factors of a number n ranges from what? All factors of a number, say 100. 100 is having so many factors. 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100. So all the factors of a number n ranges from, what is the lower limit, what is the upper limit? What is the lower limit, what is the upper limit? Tell me. Which one should I go? A, B, C, D. Which option? You know that 1 is factor for all numbers and n is also factor for all numbers. 1 and n. 1 is a factor of all numbers and n is a factor of all numbers. N is a factor of itself. 1 is a factor of that number n. That's why I shall go for this logic. 1 to n. Answer this. What should be the missing condition to find all factors of n? What should be the missing condition to find all factors of n? Shangappa, your answer is correct. 1 to n. What should be the missing condition to find all factors of n? They have started from factor is equal to 1. If the factor is less than equal to n, what is the condition? What is the condition? Very simple, very simple. A, B, C, D. Which one? If f is a factor of n, then we should go for n factorial factored is equal to 0. So n factorial factored is equal to 0. Then you can say that f is a factor of n. F is a factor of n. So n factorial f is equal to 0 will be the condition. Then we can say that f is a factor of n, in that case I shall go for printf and then I shall go for f is equal to f plus 1 and the process will be repeated. That's the way we can get it done. That's the way you can get it done. Yes, Sankappa, your answer is perfectly right. So I am having so many quiz questions. Yes, C is the answer. Yes. So I am having so many quiz questions are there. So join in the next day. We'll be discussing about these quiz questions. Now the point is that I want to show you one offer. I want to show you one offer from this Unacademy. I'm going to show you one offer from this Unacademy. The offer is that batches from top educators to help you crack the campus placement exams. So to crack the campus placement exams, these are the offer is for you. Find here. So let's crack it. Batches from top educators to help you crack the campus placement exams. So here we are having multiple educators are there. I'm also there in the team. You can also find myself, Arnab Chakraborty. I'm also there in the team. I'm taking such classes for this campus placement exams to before the campusing to take the proper preparation. There is a campus placement exams. So base placements for campus placement preparation. So 12 batches every month, 9+1 educators are there, live sessions by top educators and dedicated doubt solving systems. So there are sessions, dedicated doubt solving sessions. So that's why we in this particular course, I'm also taking the class. I know that each and every third, after 3 classes, the 4th class is the doubt clearing class. It has been maintained throughout the course. So after taking 3 classes, the 4th class is always a doubt clearing class. So there is a batches every month, 12 batches every month, 9+ educators are working in this particular domain, and live sessions by top educators. In the class you can interact with the educators. Like today I'm taking your class, you are interacting with me, you are sharing your doubts, I'm going to give you the proper answer. So in this way we can do it. And I'm also taking these classes. I know that students are getting highly benefited. And dedicated doubt solving sessions are there where you can put your doubts. Educator will be there to solve them out. So campus placement IT jobs, 360-degree support to crack the TCS, Infosys, Cognizant and other exams. The next batch will start from the 8th September. So it is just about to come. You should be hurried to if you want to be a part of this batch. So 8th September, A to Z technical and aptitude skills will be covered. Not only technical but also aptitude skills will be covered here, because in the competitive interview sessions we require 2 skills. One is the soft skill, another one is the technical skill. So the soft skill and aptitude skill will be also covered here. So A to Z technical and aptitude skills, PDF study materials, top educators of the country will be taking your classes, unlimited access to the tests. So students can access the unlimited access to the tests and exams, weekly company specific mock tests and dedicated doubt clearing sessions. So there are multiple options are there, multiple features are there in these courses. You should join and take the maximum advantage. The course will be conducted majorly in English and notes will be provided in English only. Hall of Fame prepare for dream companies such as Deloitte, Ernst & Young and Samsung and others. So these are the band of faculties. I'm also there in the team. We're having the Achievers batch. There is a prepare for TCS, Infosys, Wipro test interview with all our specifically designed batch. So I'm also there in the team. And in the batch of Titans, so top educators from top categories of the Unacademy will help you to crack your goal. So there are 3 batches we are conducting. So you can join them. Obviously your question is coming in mind, what is the course fee? I'm going to tell you, just write that one, just wait. Campus Placement IT Job Test Series. So follow us to know more about the new test series and check your preparation to crack your dream company interviews. Starting from the 4th September, we are going to have this IT jobs test series. You can go to the Unacademy portal through the chat, through the phone call, over the phone call. You can have a discussion. If you have a plan, take the permission from your parents and join this batch and take the maximum advantages. So to prepare you for the campusing, these batches are having only one motto: to prepare you for the campusing. So top educators from the categories like GATE, CAT, competitive programming come together to help you crack your dream company. This course will be taught majorly in English and notes will be provided also in English. Now this is the course fee. So Campus Placement IT job subscription, choose a plan and proceed. So for 12 months, if you take the subscription, your course fee will be 13,000, and if you go for monthly, so 1083 per month. If you go for 6 months course, the total course fee will be 7,500 and your monthly course fee will be 1250 per month. If you go for 3 months course, the total course fee will be 5,000 and 1667 per month will be the respective monthly course fees or monthly installment. So I hope that everyone is getting highly excited that really it is a great offer, and obviously everyone knows that this is a respective options, whatever the pricing is affordable and quite logical. These pricings are affordable and also quite logical. We're having this all set and let's crack it. So that's why I'm just giving you the idea that whether you can join this particular course, batches from top educators to help you crack the campus placement exams. I hope that you got the point. So let us meet in the next class. I'm going to give you the class schedule. This is the class schedule. So today we have completed the intermediate problem solving with loops. So on the 6th, that is the day after tomorrow, on Monday, we'll be going for 7:15 p.m. advanced problem solving with loops. So from the 7:15 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. in the evening, we shall go for this advanced problem solving with loops. Please join the batch. Till then, have a nice time ahead, and I'm terminating the batch, terminating the class. So let us meet day after tomorrow on 6th September from 7:15 p.m. Thank you.